Good.
So, how much of this is on the page or in the moment, and how much of the physicality of what you're doing comes from all the actors who've done this before you? Is there a way the chest has to be puffed and the spine has to be
Honestly, I think with something like this, it's kind of the way I approach everything now. Is you can look at it from the way that someone's done it before, or the way you think someone wants you to do it. And I just think that's a horrible thing to do. You show up to work every day wondering if this is what they want today. So I'm just kind of finding what I find interesting about him, and that's kind of how I got the job. I had a meeting with Greg and Andrew, and we talked about the character, and I just kind of said what I found fascinating about him, what I think is interesting. And so just to kind of be truthful to that, I think is the best way to go about it. So the physicality, I think, will find itself once it's there. Obviously, he is a symbol of certain things, and it is a very iconic character, so there are certain things you kind of just, I think, instinctually gravitate towards, but as far as finding out who he is and all that stuff, that's stuff that we're going to discover, and it'll be a lot of fun to do.
What did you think was fascinating? What was in that meeting that you articulated?
I've always said that, I think there's an idea that a lot of people have of like, am I doing enough? Am I contributing enough? Am I, getting the most out of what I have to offer? That's something that I think about all the time. And I always feel like, with Superman, that's got to be something that you would think about. I mean, he has so much to offer, and the responsibility that comes along with that. It's like, you can only be in so many places at once. So, just as long as you're doing what you can and you're contributing and making sure that you're everything within your power, then you're doing as much as you can, and that's a satisfying thing. So.
Arguably, Superman is like one of the most well-known superheroes on the face of the planet. I mean, myself, that was the first superhero I ever saw.
Yeah.
So, taking on the role, taking away so many people, and I feel like that people who step in that role can't get treated further because they get compared to so many other actors.
Yeah.
Like, what's that like stepping into that role for you?
I'm trying to stay as oblivious to it as I can. I really am. I'm looking at it as, I understand that he is Superman, but he's still Clark Kent. He's still a person. So, I mean, finding the person behind the suit, for me, I'm kind of approaching it as, that's his three-piece suit that he wears to work. You know what I mean? That's just what he does. And so that's the outfit, and that stands for something, but it's still finding out who he is and what he stands for and why he does what he does. Those are the same things that you have to find with any character. So trying to approach it that way and not view it, I mean, it's kind of like anybody. Like, no one really looks at themselves like, oh, I'm so-and-so. It's like, you realize who you are, but that's it. So with him, I never think like, I don't think he wakes up and goes like, oh, I'm Superman. It's like, he does what he does, and that's what makes him him. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do.
How was putting on the cape and tights?
Haven't done it yet. A lot of fittings and measurements and stuff, but no suit yet. So we'll see. We'll get there.
I feel that's a meaningful moment. That's a significant piece of pop culture architecture.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I know. That's why they're taking their time with it, being diligent, and it's a very, very important piece of everything. I mean, as far as just wearing it and everything, it also has to represent the character well. So.
What do you anticipate emotionally about that moment? About, as an actor, what it will mean to have a prop that's so significant?
Yeah, I think you do probably feel a little bit of the responsibility at that point. You're just like, oh wow, okay, so I'm the one wearing this. This is on me, and it is on me to do this now. So I'm sure that'll be a little bit of it, but I'm looking forward to being on set with it. Actually having everyone treat you and call you Superman will probably be a new thing. It's no, it's even if I put the suit on, it's well, I'm wearing it, but it's a really nice Halloween costume. But once you're on set and people are treating you that way, and you kind of start to respond as a character, I'm sure that'll be the time where it just really clicks in. So.
As Clark Kent, do you feel that you would have to kind of ask Kara for permission in order to wear the S in National City?
I mean, it is her city. It is her city, but I feel like Kara's a pretty generous person, so I'm sure they'll get along with her.
How do you think the dynamics will be actually between Kara and Clark once we get into the season?
I mean, just from the limited interaction they've had in the first season, I anticipate it to be obviously friendly. But for both of them, it's kind of, I always kind of say, when you go back and you see an old high school friend, it's just a familiarity there, and it's you don't even really have to be great friends anymore. You have to talk all the time. It's we grew up in the same place, we knew the same people. You knew me when I was young and stupid. There's just that kind of familiarity, and I think that's kind of one thing to anticipate. It's just it's oh, home. It's they haven't been in constant contact, but it's just still that feeling of home and family. So it'll be nice to explore that.
I'm conscious of the fact that in this, historically, Superman's always been the center of his narrative.
Yeah.
But in this case, Supergirl's name is the name above the line. That actually, like everybody in this, that your Superman is actually in the service of her story.
Right. Yes. What is?
Which is you're conscious of the fact that actually your part in
Oh yeah,
is
yeah,
actually
absolutely,
service
absolutely.
the bigger story of Superman.
Honestly, I think one thing that I'm very grateful for is I grew up playing baseball, team sport, and so even if you're the head of the team, you play with guys who are the head of the team and know that the head of the team and act like that. But I always play with great guys, great people. So it's for me. The team feeling, I love that feeling. I love contributing. So I think that's one thing I'm really grateful to be taking into this. Is just knowing coming in as a team player and doing that. I think that's more satisfying anyway. So I'm really looking forward to that part of it. I think it hopefully will play well with everybody. Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
There you go, guys. Thank you very much.